Today I'll be showing you a piece called Oku Tupuna. It is a solo piece, contemporized with Tokelau movements. It'll be about me finding out my heritage and stressing out how important it is for our young ones, or those who are my age, to grab the heritage before it's gone. Because the old people are not going to wait for you. You know, you got to go and get it. In Tokelau, it's really hard to find heritage because we do not record things like on books or on the internet. So everything is carried through word of mouth or through our dances, songs, and stories. So to actually get to the heritage, you have to go through certain people. And those certain people are either really, really old or we'll hardly find them. Yeah. So today we know that our great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers were good fishermen. They were good carvers, canoe carvers. But back then, it would have been known as that it was your grandfather, and that was your grandfather's craft. My great-grandfather, his craft is wahoo fishing. And so he specializes in that sort of fishing, but then over time, it's just become a fisherman's thing. And I feel that's the stuff that our people have to know, especially the young ones, because it sort of empowers you to, know that things are possible. Performance, I've decided to call it Oku Tupuna, which means my ancestors. So in the piece, I have this fella over here, this sofa. I use the couch because I want it to represent that kids need to conversate more with their grandparents so that they can carry on the knowledge and then pass it down. Because I didn't know any of this stuff until I had to ask my dad. And then my dad said that his dad's dad had his own craft of fishing, and then it just stopped on my dad's generation. I strongly believe that it's something that we have to know so that we can acknowledge our ancestors for who they are and what they've done, rather than it becoming just, oh yeah, I just got my ancestors in the back, all good, babe. I am right next to the sofa and it's standing up. The reason why I stood up so that it looks like a monument, like a stone, rather than a couch, oh, I'm just gonna go sit on that. We're oh, bro, that's important because it's standing up. And then me dragging it along is me figuring out what it is and finding where I feel comfortable with the monument and how I relate to it. So then further on, I find out that it's mine. So then now I've got to figure out what part of it is mine, or how much do I own? Or how would it make me feel after knowing that this is all mine? All of that. And then, eventually it starts to teach me left, right, rhythm, go, da-da. And bits and pieces was contemporized. So after that, I'll be dancing. And then I come around, I kind of do this funny little body thing over here inside. And I was trying to become an old man. Yeah, so becoming an old man, and then once the old man sits here, there's a backtrack that plays. So it's it's him telling, I don't have much left, so yeah. I'm not gonna come to you, you gotta come to me so I can give you what I have to give you. So yeah, time goes, then eventually he's gone. And then therefore the knowledge is gone unless he's written it down somewhere. And then carry on. Then towards the end is me collecting and sharing. My motive was to stress out how important it is that we have to go and talk to our elders. Start with yourself. Maybe do a piece about yourself. Because I can't go and telling other people's stories unless I really understand who I am and where I come from. And part of that is me dancing out my culture so that later on I can be able to dance other people's culture and have that same understanding and relate.
Oku Tupuna, my ancestor, a manatu of an exquisite, magical, steady canoe that glided upon the moana so blue. A memory kept, a memory to share. As the storms approached, our faith did not hinder, and as the waves rose, death was not considered. They defiled their moana, their matangi, and while the mahina lingers the night, their waka returns safely. We have remained connected and resilient through the centre. The centre of us is our kāinga.